Here's why I recommend off-plan property in Dubai. If you buy off-plan, it has been proven in the numbers, and I'll be very happy to talk to anybody. I'm not going to give specifics here, but please get in touch and I'll explain all the differences and how much more money you can make by buying an off-plan property, more rent you're going to receive in relation to the amount of money you've spent on the property. So your rental yields are higher when buying off-plan property. Fact. When you're buying an off-plan property, most off-plan properties will be ready within 2, 3 or 4 years' time. And that allows you time to pay for that property. So all the developers offer a payment plan, and that payment plan is either time-based or construction-linked, but it will be across the whole construction period of that property. So you have time to pay for it. That's got to help a lot of people. We've certainly seen most off-plan properties have an improved capital growth percentage than their counterparts that are already ready. Not only do you get a greater return on your equity during the construction period, you also are hopefully buying an off-plan property for less than the current market price for an equivalent property. So there is money to be made there as well. If you're overseas and you want to buy a property in Dubai, you don't need to come here to buy an off-plan property. You can do it remotely. Obviously, I'd much rather people come here and meet with me and actually see the sites and the communities and understand why it is I'm recommending that specific property or that development or that community. But essentially, you don't need to come here. And you can come here for 2 or 3 days, go home, and everything can be done after that, all the paperwork, the financial, because everything can be done remotely. It's very difficult to do that on a secondary market purchase. The majority of properties that are being sold today, by definition, will be built to the latest specifications. They will meet the most recent demands from end users and tenants. They will also include the latest technology and energy saving devices and sustainability links. So from that point of view, buying an off-plan property, you are going to get the latest and the greatest. So at the beginning, we were just selling sand, and there weren't many roads. There wasn't really any communities. There were just areas that we knew were going to be communities in the future. But now we have established communities. I don't just mean master communities. I'm talking about even buildings which create a sense of community, that have all the facilities available to the residents. So swimming pools, paddle courts, gyms, underground parking, the mall, the hospital, the clinics, the schools, the retail stores, the supermarkets, the cafes, the shops, etc. They're all there. They're on your doorstep. Communities are really important here. If you're an investor, you've always got to think about who you're going to rent it to, who you're going to resell it to, etc. And the most attractive proposition for anybody moving here is to move into a building which has got a good sense of community, or into a master area, master community, where you have everything on your doorstep. That's very important for people these days. That's what they're used to in their own country, and that's what they want to find here as well. If you need any help with off-plan property in Dubai, please get in touch. All my contact details are in the description below.